Hi guys, my favorite time of day right now, sunset. I thought I'd share it with you. It's so beautiful. I love, my favorite thing to do every night if I can, and if it's nice outside, is to sit outside and watch the sunset. It is so pretty. I have to show you. All my animals watch it with me. The ducks and chickens kind of stay around here. They even come out and then they go to bed, and then in the wintertime, I'll sit out here on my porch. It's not cleaned up right now, but because I'm just concluding all my projects now for the summer. Um, and then I got to edit all those videos. What's left of them. I renovated my trailer. I got to get those out. I have a couple months of extreme heat where I'm not going to do anything but the bare minimum and take care of my animals, basically, and enjoy my family. And then after that, cools down again and back to projects. I have them all lined up. There is never-ending things you think of you need to do, and I have some that are in the back. I put in the back burner. But anyways, I just got done weed eating everything that I can in preparation for the summer. Get all the dry grass down. Here, I'll show you. Get all the dry grass down. Got all the, except for that needs to be mowed with the tractor. Sean's gonna do that, but I got all the perimeter done, so that's good. And then so yeah, I started out right here looking at this beautiful sunset. And in the winter I stick around here, but in the summer I like to go over in the pool area, and I'll show you what that looks like. It's a nice view also. Now I stay out there until all the lights come on, and then I come out here and see all the cool lights. I never showed you my decorations for my, really fast, I'll show you my decorations that I did for my swing set and stuff. I never got around to doing a video on that, I don't think. But yeah, so for this, I just put it on the pallet, and I put one of those carpets down, so works. I put all the toys in there, stained it, you know. So let's start over here, and y'all get to see the lights maybe tonight if my phone will pick it up. Here's my pirate area. You know, this is the pirates of the, this is my, I have themes here. This is my Disneyland. It feels like a Disneyland vibe to me. This is my Disney themed stuff. And then this is my fairy house. So we'll start with this. So over here we got, because in the winter this part turns into like a river. So the boat's coming out of the river, you know what I mean? And the ducks play in there. It's really neat. So Pirates Cove, and I got some seaweed, and I got some signs here. Pirates only, no trespassing. It's pretty cool. So that's this side. It's pirate. And then over here we got, let's see. Ooh, lots of boys that hide out this way. Oh, and we got 100-acre woods this way into the forest. Look at 100-acre woods this way. And then we got, this is Owl. This is Winnie the Pooh Owl's house. Owl, I painted it too to look the colors of Owl. And so let's go. Owl is the smartest person in 100-acre woods, right? And so what does Owl have to have that pirates need and travelers everywhere? They need maps. So this is Owl's house, and he has a map room. The map room. Treasure map. I think that's pirates. This is a pirates map. Let's see. We got the labyrinth. If you want to go to the labyrinth. And we got Lord of the Rings, I believe. east, oh no, east lie the Iron Hill, where this might be, oh, the Elven King, Thor's map, or Horror's map. Old was the, maybe, I think it's the Lord of the Rings map. I got several different types. No, this is not the Lord of the Rings map. This is the Lord of the Rings map. So we got Lord of the Rings map. I think this one is Mordor, the Game of Thrones map, maybe. Well, something. Then we got Neverland, the map of Neverland. You want to go to Neverland? And then what do we have here? Oh, the fairy realm, the mortal land. Different realms. And then Winnie the Pooh, of course, has a map of 100 Acre Woods here. And look at how that says, if ever there is tomorrow when we're not together, there is something you must always remember. You're braver than you believe. You're stronger than you seem and smarter than you think. But most important thing is, even if we're apart, I'll always be with you. Look at that. And here's all the Pooh friends. Ooh, we got a compass. We got another map. This is, we have an Alice in Wonderland map in here. There's all kinds of maps. So yeah, Owl is the keeper of knowledge. And here's a portal to your worlds if you want to go. Here's a portal. But yeah, this is Winnie the Pooh Owl. And it's so cool. He keeps all the birds away, and it works. Because you know what? His head moves when the wind blows. The wind blows his head and he rocks around. Look at that. And he's always moving. So the birds, there is not any poop on this area. That's so cool. Yeah, so there's that. And we're gonna slide down. We gotta go to Mickey's Playhouse now. Let's go to Mickey's house. Let's go to Mickey's. Woo. All right, and then we go this way. And look at what this sign says. This says, "Foolish mortals. Welcome, foolish mortals." I made this to keep baby Shay from falling out. But welcome, foolish mortals. And then that is a blue light that shines, and it looks like a portal in the tunnel. It's so cool. But you could also play Army in there. You take a portal to a battle. And then, let's see. Then we have, back here, it looks so cool at night. It looks like a pirate's tavern from back. But you go in there, and it's Winnie the Pooh's, or no, sorry, Mickey Mouse's house. Hey, Mickey Mouse, this is your house. I'm gonna buy a refrigerator, and here's another. Hello, friends. I'm gonna buy a kitchen set and put it in here. That's the last thing I gotta do. I'm waiting for it to go on sale though. But here's the Fairyland, and this lights up with little fairies. And look at, Wonderland. Look at the little door to Wonderland. But this is a magical realm right here, and I'll show you in the back. Wizards welcome, muggles tolerated. Ooh, this also looks like Daikon Alley or something kind of spooky at night in the back area. Whatever you wish it to be. Oh, look at the cover under the stairs. Because it's under the stairs. Oh, and here we go. Here's the Peter Pan. And Little Mermaid. And this is the old kitchen set I have. And I just sit right here. Works perfectly. Just sat right there. But this lights up with the fairies and the roses for like Alice in Wonderland theme, fairy theme. So cool. And then we go upstairs, and this will take you to different dimensions, guys. And these light up blue. Take you upstairs. Oh, what is that? Speak, friend, and enter. We all know what that's from, right? And then, oh, there's Hedrick, the owl from Harry Potter. But this is Lord of the Rings. And so we can go this way to the Lord of the Rings realm. Or look at this. So this is the labyrinth. You knock on one door. You knock on the other door. Which door do you go through? Only your imagination can take you. Ooh, and there's a dragon holding a lantern. Yes. I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. Okay, here's a little door right here that you go through. Boom. Baby Shay plays with that. Oh, breakfast, second breakfast, 11Z's luncheon, after the dinner and supper, afternoon dinner and supper. And then here we go, Harry Potter again. So this is fantasy realm. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if only remembers to turn on the light. So cool. Ooh, mischief managed. Oh, look at, we got a little fairy sitting over here in this corner. And this is fairy lanterns at night. It's the chandelier that has images of a fairy. Super cool. And then here's your little deck right here. Oh, and we got a dragon. And a dragon here keeping watch on the roof. So cool. And then you can slide down wherever you want to go. It's your imagination's up to you. Or you could just stay here and play house. Or whatever you want. Whoosh. Yeah. So there's my tour. I'll show you with all the lights at night. See? It's so cool. And then I got that right there. And then I'm going to probably dig a pond next year. See? It's out of the ground, but I want to sink it in. But yeah, the sunset. Back to my sunset. Let's enjoy it. Let's go out to the pool and sit down and watch the sun set. Because it's that time of year where I go out to the pool. But in the winter, I just sit right here. And it's everywhere. There's around here. There's different angles, different views of the sunset. It's quite pretty. The shade sail is doing wonderful. Hey, it's 20 miles an hour winds right now. Look at that. This sways. Man, they're not joking when they say put in a thick post. Man, this post bends a little bit, but not much. It bends a little when it's 20 miles an hour, but really, these springs, I ended up switching out for a bigger spring right here. Marvelous. Look at that. 20-mile-an-hour winds right now. Today is doing really good. I lifted up higher like I said I would do. So it's been up for a while. And it's doing really well. See? And it goes high in the front and low in the back. And that works good. It bent more when I had it lower. It was bending this post, like pulling it. You can see the post move a little. You can see? Sways just a little, but not much. That one doesn't. You know what? I didn't know what angle it would pull it, but this one's perfect. This one's like twisted. I twisted it. It's like kind of twisted. So if you know it's going to pull sideways at an angle, I would turn it so it's like kind of sideways. So look, it doesn't pull. It doesn't bend. This one's straight and it bends a little. But that's okay. It goes right back. It only wiggles a little bit, but yeah, So no joke about that. You make sure you have some thick stuff. If not, you're gonna have to like connect it together like a porch, like that, to keep it straight. All right, let's go. I love that I have this pathway. You know how many years I've gone walking barefoot in my rocks. I just had rocks that got covered by weeds. This all used to be river rock, all of it. What they don't say in the country, if you're a residential area, that would work, but in the country, you got wind blowing dirt and weeds on top, and unless you can afford putting rock every year or spraying all this, I don't know. It's just not a thing. So, yeah, but yeah, I was walking all these years. I walked this path without a path. Okay, look at, and it's so shady this time of day. The pool's nice and shady. Dogs like to come watch, and now watch. You're gonna see all the animals join me. So we got, let me go see where they're at. Robin wanted to stay inside with Bit, waiting for Bit. Okay, what I love is that you'll hear the cows and the chickens and the peacocks. And the peacocks, they go, ah, ah. And I used to tell my kids it was a bobcat. It's been making that noise forever. But look at that. So pretty. So the name of my pool has always been Blue Lagoon. I always called it Blue Lagoon. And so what's cool is I put these tiki lights. You'll see them when the sun goes down. Hopefully the phone will pick it up. I'm getting a new camera finally, so that's in the works. But and I have these lights and candles. It has a light in it too. The bathroom, I got a light for it. It's cool. It has a switch that goes on and off. But yeah, it's like the ride from Pirates of the Caribbean. There's a bobcat. It's a peacock. The sound. There's a coyote that runs right here. My gray cat likes to go over there. It worries me. But the dogs scare it off. So hopefully that little girl doesn't go there. But yeah, it gives me Pirates of the Caribbean vibe. I mean, I'm a Disneyland theme kind of. I'm a fan of Disneyland. I just love it. Yeah. But because we like to go eat at that restaurant inside the Pirates of the Caribbean, that's what it gives me the vibe of. Not the ride itself, but the restaurant. Because you got the crickets and the frogs and everything. It's cool. I've only taken the kids, Sari and Skylar, when they were little. You know, it costs a lot of money. So back then, though, man, we were able to go for super cheap. But took them once, and then they never went again until high school, the graduation thing. But because you know it takes money. But when I was a child, I went about 4 times with my family. I remember 1, 2, 3, 4 times going. It was fun, but but the senior trip kind of was not fun for the kids because you know, you just don't. Everyone's in line. You don't have time for really enjoying anything. I don't think Skylar even went on a ride. So, and then I took Sari and Shandon because Skylar didn't want to go when we went. And that's right when Shandon got sick. So when we didn't know what was going on with him, and it was like a really bad experience. So, I mean, we enjoyed a couple of times, you know, like when he was seemed to be doing okay. There was a couple fun memories, but for the most part, he just was not having it, and we didn't know what in the world was going on. But anyways, so yeah, and then we finally redid the trip for a bit. This last, he wanted to redo it, and it was so much fun. It was me, Sean, and Bit. And then now my daughter, she lives closer there. And so hopefully I can go again next year and take her and redo that for her. And I want to do it for Skylar, you know, in the future. But that's my plans. It's so much fun. But you got to do the lightning lanes. It's not that fun, I guess, if you don't. Yeah, so I went once when I was young. I remember that. And then the next time was with my, we did a family friend group with my friend Kristen, and we would designate a time to meet up because there's no such thing as cell phones back then. So we would just be running in the park the whole time. Mom would, you know, your parents would give you a little bit of money for, I don't even remember eating. Oh, because we never ate in the park. We get like a little bit of money, like $5 for like one snack or something. But we would go off park to eat. So we meet up and then go eat off park, like at Denny's or someplace. But yeah, we went on the rides then, and then the next time I went with a family trip again with friends, and my best friend Joey, and that was we had so much fun. He was a little stinker though. He, you know, would never want to wait in line, and so he would always say, "Oh, my cousin's up front," and then like he, you know, I was like 11, and he was like 9, and no one questioned you, and then we would just go all the way to the front of the line and then get on the rides. We like, I mean, if you're with him, he's my best friend that passed away, but I was 10 and he was 8 when we met, and my mom started watching his brothers and sisters and him in her daycare. We had a family daycare. That's how I met him. But we were neighborhood friends, like best friends for life. But anyways, yeah. So I remember that, and that was the first time I never waited in line for hours. All the other time we'd wait in line for hours. But he was like, that was before Lightning Lane. That was like our own little Lightning Lane. But you were with him, and he'd get you wherever you needed to be, I guess. But that's bad. We don't do that. I don't encourage that. But that's just what, you know, that was years and years ago, and it wasn't even as crowded back then as it is now. So, but yeah, and then the people mover ride, he was a little stinker. He got in trouble. He was spitting on people. That's probably why they took it down. And not because of him, but because people doing like that, he was being a little shit. So, but yeah, and then I remember the parade was going, and we were on the Alice in Wonderland ride, and it was just so magical with the lights. But then the next time we went with my whole family, my brother and my aunts and uncles and my cousins, everyone except for my cousin Erica and Josh. I don't know why they didn't go. It was just my Aunt Linda and my cousins and my Aunt Sandy, my mom, and Sean. Sean went with us as when we were first dating. I think I was 15. My brother was barely 5, so I had to have been like 14, 15. Anyways, that was fun. That's the first time that's why I love Pirates of the Caribbean, because that's the first time we went out to dinner in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and ever since then it's a tradition. Like when we went with Bit, and then again with Bit and Sari, and then again with Bit, we had to go, because it's just, you know, back then you couldn't date. Like I wasn't allowed to date, right? So Sean had to come to my house every single night for dinner until after I was 16. So, and we started dating when I was 14. So I think I was 14 when we went. But so it was so like neat, because we got to actually like go on our first date. That was our first date. was in the restaurant at Pirates of the Caribbean. And that's why I really love it. So, but that was so much fun. Me and Sean just went off and was doing rides together the whole day at the park. I think we did 2 days. And then again, but he paid for everything. He paid for everything. My parents never really gave me money because we were always poor. So, even for lunch at school, never had lunch because I couldn't afford it. So I just eat when I get home. But, I think that was a trip. See, we were able to go because my grandpa's military. My grandpa, they had really good military tickets. And it was so much cheaper back then anyways, but still. And with the military tickets was super good deal back in the day. And they didn't have to come with you. So he would buy them at the military base store, and then that's why we were able to go. But anyways, that's how I remember it. I'm not sure. But the last time I did that is I took Sari and Skylar. That's what my grandpa bought me. We used his military. My grandma, actually. My grandpa was dead by then, but my grandma still had it. And as a spouse. And so she got us the tickets. And yeah, back then you didn't have to go. Like military, you didn't have to be present. So, but yeah, it was, anyway, so much fun. But those are the times we all went. That's why I sit out here and I think of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Not the ride itself, but having dinner. Oh, here we go. Let's sit in silence. This is what I usually do. I don't talk to myself. I just sit here and watch the sunset, though. Here comes kitty number 1. Hey, kitty. Last night, all 3 cats were sitting out here. What you doing? Kitty. Robin. Looky here. Robin has joined us. Alright, the other cats should be coming. We'll see. You're just walking around, huh? Where's Willow? She's usually out here. This is Panther Butt. His name's Panther, and I can't remember it unless I say Panther Butt. And the white one's Tiger Lily, and I can't remember her name because it's Tiger, but I added Lily, and that makes it perfect. And then we have Willow, the black one, wherever she's at. They usually stay in my rabbit hutches. Here's Kitty. Here's Tiger Lily. Rolling in the dirt. Getting all dirty. I don't know where Willow's at. We'll see if she shows up. I'll wait a little bit longer. I don't know how much longer my camera's going to pick up on stuff. Good news is my new camera should be here in a couple weeks. So alrighty guys, so the sun's going down and I'm losing lighting, so I'm going to say peace bye now. I'll show you clips of the lights when they go on after the sun goes down, and hopefully it'll show. Willow, if she ever comes out here. Alright, we're going to head over before I lose light to the playground area so you can see. I mean, nothing does this justice. You need eyes, but it's beautiful. Super beautiful. Alright, so here's this area. Yeah, my cell phone's not very good at picking up the beauty of everything. You need, your naked eye is what you need. But when I get my new camera, I'll show you. So cool though. Oh, I didn't show you this little elephant. Like, you know, in the Jungle Cruise. Willow, you didn't come to sunset. You didn't come to our sunset. Willow, you didn't come to our sunset. Why didn't you do that? Huh?